Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Legiones Astartes Vindicator tank for Warhammer the Horus Heresy from Games Workshop. And one of these will set you back £42.50. Without going into too much backstory, the very first one was like a hybrid tank with the old very small plastic Rhino chassis with metal parts. Then eventually they upgraded it to accommodate the plastic Rhino kit. Then Forge World made their own with a dozer blade extension. And then Forge World made another one, so I guess this is like the fifth one. So Forge World made another one that had a much smaller dozer blade and more resin pieces, which I've picked up. And now we've got this kind of fifth Vindicator. So it's gone through many iterations. In terms of price, I think it's not too bad. I was going to say overpriced, but I don't think it is, because you have got two tanks in here really for the price of one. I'm not quite sure whether you can hot swap them and have one with the Magna laser and one with the Demolisher cannon. We'll find out in the build later on today. I'm thinking you can't, but we'll see. Now in terms of price then, it's actually just £2 more expensive than the Scorpius tank. And of course the Scorpius tank is what you see is what you get. That is it. It's £40 for the Scorpius missile launcher, and whereas this obviously will have either another sprue or another separate load of pieces for the laser destroyer weapon. Interestingly enough though, it's actually the same price as the Deimos pattern Predator support tank. Now that is very interesting because the Predators usually have 4 or maybe 5 different weapon options for that top turret, and they have the sponson weapons. So yeah, if anything it kind of shows you the value of those Predators, but their price point is factored in that people will buy multiple Predator tanks, whereas I don't think many people will buy more than maybe 2 Vindicators each. Depends if you're Iron Warriors really. But anyway, this is one of the Vindicators, and this is another Vindicator. So I did pick up 2. I didn't go overboard. I only picked up 2, one for each variant, so I can give you like the comparisons between them. But there you go. That's the front box art, Legiones Astartes Vindicator siege tank, and then on the reverse it also shows a centerline mounted Magna laser destroyer, and then the vehicle upgrade sprue as well. So it looks very similar, if not exactly the same as the Forge World one. Of course I'll compare them both to the Forge World ones, because I do have Forge World versions of the Demolisher cannon one and the Magna laser destroyer, so we'll have a look at that. Again, not in any plastic coating, just they put these plastic sticky tabs on the box. I mean, yeah, if that avoids, you know, needlessly using plastic boxes. The only thing is though, now without that plastic film that they have on so many of their boxes, you're not getting that kind of box fresh smell feeling. I don't know, but I think it's a good direction. There's your instructions, black and white as always. Yep, that's just how you build your Rhino chassis, all the way up to the tracks as well. It's a simple, quite straightforward kit. Predators, Rhinos, they're super easy compared to Sicarans, Kratos, and Spartans and Land Raiders. They're probably one of my favourite kits now to put together. The tolerances are great. Maybe they're too good because the back door is very tight. You know, whereas the older kits, it had a bit of a free-flowing flap, so you could have a bit of narration and have the flap down and have Space Marines walking out of the tank and stuff. This is new though. This front kind of weapon mount that goes obviously at the front. Then you've got the demolish cannon, that is it. It's just that little bit. And then that's the roof of the tank. And then you've got these that go on there, whatever those are. You've got the combi bolter. You've got the blast shield. And then this is how you build the Magna Laser Destroyer. So it's the same top. It's the same front kind of mounting, but then the weapon itself comes in multiple parts for Magna Laser Destroyer. And actually the blast shield is a little bit different as well. It looks to me like it's got all new different parts compared to the Demolisher cannon. And the top, you put these big chunky cables in as well. And then that's how, you know, then they've got a couple of pages for the extra weapons and the pintle mounted stuff and the vehicle accessories. So they've got a couple of pages there. And then you can put the dozer blade on or not. I think it looks all right with the dozer blade. Would have been great if they brought out like a full big dozer blade as an accessory. I think the tank just looks a bit odd without even a little dozer blade, don't you think? It looks like there's something missing. Anyway, this is the vehicle accessory sprue, which I hope to one day see in all the Forge World tank kits. They're doing the Sponson sprue now, so you know this would be the natural progression to include that. This is brand new sprue. So this is the Rhino sprue for the sides, the tracks, the exhausts, the inside, the ramp, and the floor of the tank. There's your transfer sheet, and then this is the new sprue. So they've put everything on here. They put the top of the Vindicator, they put the small little dozer blade, they put the shielding for the Magna Laser Destroyer, they put the actual Laser Destroyer weapons, the pintle mounted Storm Bolter. It says 2023 on there. You've got this extra piece that goes on the roof. You've got this mounting plate where the cannon will go. You've got this extra armour that goes on either side that covers up those doors. Means that there is only really, I say 2 ways to get in and out the tank. You know, the top hatch and then the rear ramp. So that's fine. And you've got all of the other little extra bits that go with each weapon. I'm looking forward to building this and putting it together. I'll go old school and kit it out with the Demolish cannon first and foremost, and then I'll progress to the Magna Laser. What do you guys think of the Legion Vindicator siege tank? Are you happy that we've finally now got it in full plastic? You know, with a discount you could probably get it for about £34 or so, which is certainly a better price point than the £51 that Forge World was selling their one for. So you're going to save a bit there. And unlike the other big tanks where I always say it's going to take you a lot longer, I don't think this particular tank will take you too much longer with those top parts and the cannon and things over the discontinued resin model. Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.